The Cartridge Family is the 5th episode of the 9th season of The Simpsons, directed by Pete Michels. And in this episode, Homer gets a gun. And he wants a gun to protect his family, but he seems to get very cocky with this gun and mishandles it quite a lot, and Marge is having none of it. And it's possible that Homer's thinking of putting his gun before his family, despite the fact he got the gun to protect his family. And certainly you can say that there's a very strong discussion here about whether there should be guns in households and if guns are addictive and what it means to have a gun if you're just an average Joe and you're not going clay pigeon shooting or hunting, you just wanted to protect your family. Can that then develop some kind of addiction? Can you then become obsessed with your gun to the point of not seeing the wood for the trees? And this is what we get with Homer. Me living in the UK, it's not very raw, it doesn't hit home too much, but certainly for an American programme, I imagine it caused a lot of people to have a lot of food for thought, whether they are gun owners or if they'd been contemplating getting a gun, or indeed if, like me and pretty much everybody in the UK, we are anti-gun. And it certainly is going to be an interesting episode depending on where you come from. I feel like it's a very unpredictable episode. It's very fascinating. It's very high intensity as well. I was never quite sure what was going to happen next. And sometimes that's the case with The Simpsons. Sometimes they are very unpredictable. I found that to be the case here, and I think it worked very well. The narrative was very effective and very compelling. There's a brilliant line about... Well, this is a spoiler for a previous episode. The dialogue about who shot Mr. Burns. I won't say any more than that, but I liked that level of self-awareness. I thought it was pretty good. It's a fun episode when it can be, but it's a really important episode as well. 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, which is a pretty good rating, especially for something like this, where I feel it could divide a lot of opinions depending on whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, or indeed just on the fence. The Cartridge Family is very thought-provoking, very well done. It takes a really important and often emotive topic. I think it displays it very well. Homer is... I don't want to say Homer represents the everyman, because I don't believe every person who came into possession of a gun would end up the way Homer did. But certainly there's the possibility of that happening, and I think that that's what it's trying to show. It's certainly a very thought-provoking episode, and also really enjoyable, and all round a real credit to Season 9.